Okay, this is Valley of Tears from MMP Games. It's part of the Battalion Combat series. The current video is looking at the situation at the end of day 9 on the Sinai front. The reason we separated this off from Golan this turn rather than doing the 2-in-1 is there's been some significant activity on this front. In terms of the Egyptians have managed to make a breakthrough around the 275th Territorial Division of the Israelis, pushing several of their units back and moving forward. But they are actually beyond their sandbelt protection here. I've been reminded that it's only Egyptians that are affected by sandbelt protection, and the Syrians don't get that minus AR rating. So I'll just nip over to this bit and remove this reminder thing, which is actually incorrect for the Syrians. We'll head back down on the front. Things apart from that, the Egyptians have been doing their normal sort of spoiling attacks. They gained a objective hex here. They actually did most of their movement, and on the basis that the Israelis were pretty much still resting their forces, doing recovery activations, ready for a major offensive. So there was very little activity over this area of the board from both sides, sort of consolidating their positions. The Egyptians getting a mobile reserve here with the 6th Mechanized Division. But what did happen is the Israelis actually decided to, because they had quite a lot of air power available on the front this turn, they decided to strike at the Egyptian front line, and using air power they basically blew a way through. Those Egyptian forces, there were 2 units in the way here, but they weren't particularly powerful. They were easily destroyed because they were very weak. And they also, other units were pushed away during this attack. So the net result of that is it's caused a bit of a panic in the Egyptian command here. They tried to get a tank brigade over from way over here, and they got it a bit of the way over there, managed to get a second activation, a partial activation and a second full activation, so that wasn't too bad. But it's still not exactly in a position to stop this attack. You've got an armoured division heading towards the canal here that can intervene, but you also notice the Israelis have massed another division there, and they've got a supporting division here and a glorified brigade which is also marked as a division there. So it really depends on who gets the initiative for the next day. It could be a bit of, well, it could be a serious problem for the Egyptians here. The thing is, it's unless they go down the roads, going through these dunes it's not so bad for really mechanized units, but it is a bit of a problem for the infantry. So it takes each movement through one of those for an infantry is two movement points. So even if you get a full activation, you're really going to have to use mechanized units to cut off any Israeli breakthrough here. Another thing I've been told is I've not been using saggers correctly, that saggers can only be used as the main support if you're in prepared defence. I've just been using them as standoff AV units when the HQ's just is not actually in prepared defence. So I wonder why the Egyptians were so successful against holding this massive Israeli armour up. That's really it for the Sinai front. Oh, other thing I've done is I've actually switched the Israelis over to free deployment of air units, so I can put them anywhere. Because what I was doing, I was using the game system that basically you do a roll. If you get a 1 to 3, I think you concentrate on the Sinai, and a 3 to 6 on the Golan. It's that or the other way around. I know it doesn't really matter, but I don't think that's particularly realistic. I think the Israelis want to use their air force depending on where they needed it, not where a random dice roll says it should be. And that'll do for a quick update on the situation in the Sinai at the end of